Hey everybody, this is Alphazar at your service. I'm going to do a review on a new episode of Soukyuu no Fafner Dead Aggressor Exodus. Now, for this episode, I have been trying to focus and concentrate on some important points in this episode just to understand, because many weeks ago, I had marathoned Soukyuu no Fafner along with its movie, which was pretty really hard because they were kind of long in certain cases. But for this episode, I have been focusing on some important points that has been catching my attention lately. But I will get on to those important points when I'm gonna talk about in this episode chronologically. Now, in this episode, we see to it that at the beginning, we see to it that one of our main characters, probably, which is pretty much Minashiro Soshi, ends up going with another person to find a certain mech, I believe, but. Well, it's pretty much called the Fafner, in other words. But this one's called some kind of mech something, but I've forgotten its name already since I'm focused on other sense right now. Yeah. So we see to it that after the opening, that there's a huge party at this place where this other person wants to eat at. Except we already have a big group in the restaurant or in the store right now because they appeared in last week's episode. And of course, one of them named Billy, I believe, has been running his mouth a bit lately, saying hey, I can't believe you guys have been fighting like this. It's pretty cool. Why don't you come to our side and help us out? Not like we haven't really done anything. And I'm thinking in my mind yo, can you sometimes find a way how to keep your mouth shut sometimes, because these guys have been isolated out. You guys did nothing but cause them real pain and problems. You didn't do anything to help them out at all while they've been isolated, which was explained in this episode already, which is to my surprise. And I just go man, sometimes a person never learns how to shut his mouth. And of course, there was one person who's been focused on Tomi Maya or something. He wanted to talk to her, and Billy has been thinking hey, I think Billy has talked to a girl going, hey, you have a boyfriend or something. I think in my mind, dude, can you stop playing the playboy for now and shut up, dude? No, literally. Sometimes people like that trying to ruin some important conversations usually tend to make it bleh. Well, I think one of them was trying to thank Makabe Kazuki for his work or something, that they could control these Fafners that people are having trouble with. I think this has to involve with doing something with his genes whatsoever. And I go wow, dude, it's a good way to thank him, but it's best not to try to bring that kind of stuff up, because I think it's kind of too dark for him to even remember or to even want to even talk about. The way I was looking at it, And after many hours, after a couple minutes here and there, Makabe decided to go on to do a delivery. Well, it was before then when one guy wanted to talk to Tomi Maya, and he talked to her he had the same father as her, from what I'm hearing or from what I'm understanding, and he says that we're siblings overall, which is Tomi Maya wasn't too surprised because it has not hit her yet, and he wants to know a little bit more about what's going on here and there. So yeah, I think there was a meeting between Makabe's father along with another commander, talking about maybe you should let my daughter, or I don't know, this person that I've been keeping an eye on to talk to your core. Which is I think Subaki, I believe, but I'm not really sure right now because I've forgotten what the core's name is. But all I know is that thing has been a source of the island lately in terms of maybe defenses. But of course, after important meeting about what is up with some mechs and the retired people in here and there, and they decided to let the girl talk to the core. And lately, the girl that's I believe her name is Miwa, I believe, decides to talk to the core, and lately it did not look good on a certain point since she touched the glass and tries to talk to it, you know. And then the green crystallis, which I've forgotten as well, has been affecting her. And after a couple words here and there, she decides to give a will to like help fight, and that's when Mira makes a translation to everyone, like now everyone should be able to fight again once more. So I just go like, well, that's a good thing, right? And later, I think like they decide to improve them. So far, there's some good news about improving the mechs and its systems. However, they have not tested these things out because something here, something there has been going on, you know. There was a little meeting before all this happened between like Kazuki and Soshi, having a little small friendly talk here and there, but not as much importance as it could be. But it could be important, but not, I don't know. But all I know is like we have 3 new pilots on the way to test out these new mechs, I believe. That's on the roll. So after that, Soshi makes an ending narration and it ends there. Next episode's going to be Successor. So far, when I looked at this episode, the only important thing is that I find was like maybe Tomi figuring out that she has a younger brother. Of course, that other guy, and something about the Makabe factor and Makabe managing to have some kind of ability or somewhat about his genes about having to help other helping other pilots to control Fafners or something to fight against the Festus. And a meeting between about Mira and the core and Mira talking to each other. And I think there was one scene where the person who's been kept alive by the Festus itself, I forgot to mention that, I'm sorry. And something about like the core's will to about having to fight again and so on. And the 3 new pilots at the end, along with like Soshi's narration, and that's about it. So far, those are the important points I find in this episode. If I'm missing any more, please let me know. Like it's like yes, what it is. I just find, and yeah. This should be my last video of tonight. Sorry for it coming late. I had school today, and right now I'm really tired, and I got other things to do right now. Kind of busy. So I'm gonna end it here, people. If I mess up with some information here or there, I apologize. It's just like I marathoned this series like long time, like many weeks ago, and right now like it's kind of like trying to make sure like I get back on track on what's up, you know. So if anything else, I'm gonna end it here, people. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys in my next video, right? Later. Peace out. Bye-bye.